Interesting matchup here, Tony.
Yeah, I should say so. Here comes members of the firm.
They're making a lot of noise.
His next bout is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 191 pounds, Tiger Style, Lee Moriarty.
This is the first time we are seeing Lee Moriarty compete one-on-one since joining the firm. There you see Stokely Hathaway and, of course, W. Morrissey, also members of this organization that Stokely has put together.
And his opponent, Fuego del Sol.
How about the size of Morrissey on the outside as well? Wow, what a huge individual.
Yeah, impressive. Plus, the big guy's 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
And athletic.
So, talking about the impact that Stokely's had on Lee Moriarty. Look at that cravat. He's turned his hair green for him.
Well,
he convinced him to turn his hair green.
Moriarty sweeps out the arm of Fuego. Vaults over and now into a pinning predicament.
Nice wrestling here. Good, a couple of real good counters. These guys are smooth as silk.
And Lee Moriarty, one of the most technically gifted members of the AEW roster, but he was frustrated at his standing, and I think Stokely Hathaway sensed that and tried to capitalize on it. Fuego, nice kick to the midsection, accelerates it to the ropes. Moriarty went for the trip, but lands the drop kick right there. And still to come here tonight, AEW Rampage, Willow Nightingale and Jamie Hayter will go one-on-one. The FTW champion Hook appears live, and in our main event, Roosh and John Silver Moriarty.
I like this guy's upside.
I think Stokely has lit a fire under him, which you may not agree with, but it's pretty darn good. He's the face here of the referee.
Remember, Lee Moriarty was one of the men named by Bryan Danielson alongside Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta. Yuta finding his home in the Blackpool Combat Club. Garcia perhaps could be the newest member. We'll find out what happens on Wednesday, but right now, Lee Moriarty, the arm capture into the back suplex.
That's a very interesting story. Very interesting story to follow. What's going to be a big Wednesday night.
Anniversary edition of Dynamite. And remember, we've got Battle of the Belts 4 live next Friday night. Of course, Rampage live next Friday night. Moriarty just flattens Fuego del Sol.
Moriarty is long. His body, I started to say his body reminded me of Anderson Silva. He's long, he's lean, strong.
Border City stretch locked in, and he is cranking on Fuego del Sol even after the bell.
Lee Moriarty.
Remember, Lee Moriarty has had his eyes on Daniel Garcia's Ring of Honor Pure Championship, and that was a pure wrestling win right there for Lee Moriarty.
It's a very diverse group of people, and this 7-footer can make a difference with anybody.
He's got a claw on him. He put the claw on and picked him up with it.
Almost like palming a basketball. Now Morrissey with one arm.
He's a sinister man. He's a sinister 7-footer.
And he spiked Fuego del Sol nearly through the ring.
You know, when you get a guy that big, that athletic, it could change the whole game for a lot of people, Tony.
And that vicious as well, JR.
Well, the firm, certainly a force to be reckoned with here in All Elite Wrestling.